Buenos dias, Costa Rica.
Yo, buenos dias.
It's nice to be here with my buddy Jose.
Yeah, man.
It's a lovely day here. We've got some clouds. The rainy season's about to start, so super excited now. The days are going to be nice and fresh. So today we have for you guys talking about listening to the gut, sometimes referred to as the first brain. We've got Colon Health, which was written by Dr. Norman Walker. It's an important book that I suggest everyone read since we all have a lot of time on our hands right now. It's only like 90 pages and it's a very easy read and has basically breaks down many different things that you need to know, glandular functions, organ functions, and it's just a great book to help keep us all healthy and happy.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. You know, one of my favorite writers too was he wrote quite a bit about the mucous membrane. Now, that's part of your gut system, right?
Kind of, sort of. There is a lot of mucus that is in the gut, and the gut can get backed up with mucus. So we have, going back thousands of years, Hippocrates said all disease begins in the gut. Well, we could even say now more in this modern era, it begins with the mucus. Because when our body becomes congested with all this mucus, then at that point the colon slows down and things aren't moving and eliminated as efficiently.
I've seen a lot of talk about mucus lately, yeah.
I think it's a pretty important topic. There's a lot of different ways that it could be being congested in the body and not eliminated enough. We have the gut is being damaged, from a few different angles. One, we could talk about pesticides and Roundup and how that directly actually kills the probiotics that are inside of our gut. And the probiotics, or the microbiome, is very important for our health. And these healthy bacteria, which also use oxygen just like our cells and tissues, they perform lots of tasks for us. One of those being collagen production, which is like one of the building blocks of tissues and cells. So the modern world now, with the corporate takeover of farms, are using these dangerous pesticides at high levels, and this is damaging the microbiome in our gut, therefore causing disease and dysfunction.
Wow. Yeah, I was a little bit alarmed by what I was reading, but also, as I mentioned, one of my favorite writers is Kurt Vonnegut. He had a special attachment to the mucous membrane, and it made a lot of appearances in his writings.
Were a lot of his writings about death?
Yeah.
Well, interesting.
Well, he was a POW in World War II and had to clean bodies off the floor at gunpoint.
Mm-hmm. And he was seeing these bodies decompose pretty rapidly. Maybe they were full of parasites and worms that were already crawling out of their orifices.
Wow. Yeah.
Because a lot of these worms use the mucus to build their little houses, and
that's where they're living.
Yeah, man. They're nice and comfy in there. They like all that slime.
Yeah, I know it. So what relation, where does it all start? What happens?
I think a lot of it starts with us not living in tune with nature and not eating foods that come straight from nature, like herbs and plants that are non-hybridized. I think it really starts there. And the further that we move away from that, and for instance, with modern lifestyle, having refrigerators. Before, people would ferment their own food. That would be put in some kind of jar, clay jar, and put down in a cellar. So every day we were eating foods that were fermented and full of this healthy bacteria.
Does the Kundalini chakra, starting in some of the lower points, have any impact?
The root chakra. is where we want to start with and work our way up. It's like reverse engineering basically, but yeah, that's definitely going to relate to gut health.
Wow. Okay, very interesting topic. We're going to have to bring this up again. Thank you guys for listening to Zonasur Online.